We have our next speaker, who is the head of sales at AllCloud Enterprise Solutions, who will discuss with us the supercharging of your loans operations with AllCloud's unified lending technology. Please put your hands together and give a big, warm welcome to Mr. George Verghese.
Thank you. Right. So those of you who were here yesterday, during the inauguration and the speeches by the distinguished guests, as well as the distinguished panelists, there were some very interesting topics that were covered. They were talking about better governance for urban cooperative banks. They were talking about better risk mitigation policies and strategies. They were talking about digitalization. They were talking about infrastructure, right? Now, all of these is primarily because there is a lot of pressure today on urban cooperative banks to be able to, like the regulators are putting a lot of pressure. Your customers are putting a lot of pressure on you because they want better services, they want more efficient services. Regulators are saying, I want you to, fall in line as far as compliance is concerned, correct? So you have a core banking system in place. All the banks, over the last 8-10 years have now gone and, computerized and have a core banking in place, whether you're a 1-branch or 2-branch, 5-branch bank, or whether you. Another thing is that there was a very clear understanding that cooperative banks are here to stay. They are a necessary institution that is going to help the country grow. But as far as governance is concerned, risk mitigation is concerned, proper infrastructure, security and compliance is there, and digitalization, adopting to new technology, which is precisely what I'm going to be talking to all of you all about today. AllCloud is a company that has got a complete end-to-end solution for loan origination, loan management, right? Now, we are talking about better productivity for your bank teams, higher security to ensure that you're, making sure you fall in line as far as compliance is concerned, scalability to ensure that, your business can grow, your infrastructure grows along with you. That is what we are saying. All of this is for what? To ensure that, your customer satisfaction is high. What happens? What's the benefit of customer satisfaction? Customer satisfaction means repeat customers, retention of customers, and then obviously there is going to be growth. So that is precisely what we offer, where we are talking about the entire journey. Where we are saying loan origination, be it any point of origination, whether it is, your website, or whether it is a salesperson who goes to the doorsteps and captures the details, or somebody is coming to the branch, or if it is a mobile app and somebody wants to, onboard himself, self-onboard, all of that is supported, from a multi-channel onboarding perspective, right? You capture the data, capture the information, capture the documentation, seamlessly it goes into the back-end application from where, you can take further action. All your integrations for KYC, your credit bureaus, bank statement, GST, ITR, your balance sheet. If it's a business loan, it can be a balance sheet or a profit and loss account. All of those things can be pulled automatically. There is no need of any manual intervention. We have integrations in place that will actually facilitate all this. All of it is for what? Again, we're talking about efficiency. Efficiency leads to quicker turnaround times. Quicker turnaround times leads to higher customer satisfaction, right? Then we have the credit assessment. All the data actually goes into our CAM, credit assessment memo, where you can actually collate all this information, whether you want to have one person take a decision, or you want to have multiple people or committees take decisions, all of that can be set up in the system. Then the loan management, where once the disbursal happens, you can manage the entire loan, in this servicing of the loan, plus at the same time making sure that if there are any delinquencies, if there are any failures in terms of repayments, you can manage that in this. Prepayments, part payments, settlements, all of that is taken care of in this. Moratoriums, everything is managed in that. We also have a loan collections module, which means if it becomes delinquent or it is going into NPA, we have a mobile app that is specific to that. I will show you some further slides on that. So this is our unified lending technology platform, where we are talking about inputs from multiple locations. Like I said, whether it is mobile, web, chatbots, your DSAs, or if fintechs become a source for you, you can do that as well. WhatsApp, your branches. Get into this entire thing, which is completely API-driven. Push data into your core banking system, or pull data from your CRM. All of that is readily available as far as the platform is concerned. So I will just show you a very quick video. It's basically about an onboarding journey. Just what I spoke about. You can do all these multiple tasks during the journey. Now, this is just a sample. If you have a small ticket size personal loan, you can take a very quick decision and take a call in terms of how you want to make the disbursement. If it is a large business loan and you are finding people who you have to analyze their balance sheet, you have to analyze other data information that they're giving. If they are giving collateral against the thing, you should be able to do the valuation, you should be able to do the legal tasks. All that can be built in. And the best part about our onboarding journey is all these workflows are configurable by the bank. You don't need to depend on the vendor to give you the facility to change all these things, right? Sorry. Right. So these are the various kinds of products that we have got. These are, again, basically configurable products, whether it's a business loan or a gold loan or a personal loan, LAP, home loan, or auto loans. Now for EVs, EV loans are becoming big in India today, right? We also have the facility to integrate with your IoT providers, where we can fetch details like what is the battery health, what is the average running on a daily basis, is the vehicle actually running or is it just been bought and lying over there? If it is lying in a place, that's a red flag. It means that person who has taken that loan will not be able to make your EMI payment. So all of that is configurable within the system. It doesn't matter whether these are the primary products. Underneath this, you can have multiple schemes. Now, just a second. Under this, you can have multiple schemes. Your schemes can be... Yes, absolutely. In fact, for EVs, SIDBI is working out to come up with a set of rules and guidelines in terms of how EV lending should be done, and that's also going to be driven by them. So that's something that's in the background at this point in time. So I was coming back to schemes. Now, when you create your schemes, right? For example, you have a standard scheme saying loan against property, a business loan against property. कोई आके बिल्डिंग सिक्योरिटी लगा दिए, ठीक है? आप इवैल्यूएशन कर दिए, हाँ ये 2 करोड़ का बिल्डिंग है, मैं उनको एक 1.5 लाख दे सकता हूँ, या 1.5 करोड़ या 1.2 करोड़ दे सकता हूँ एज लोन. But if you are saying that is one scheme you can create. Like that, you can create multiple schemes. There is no limitation in terms of the schemes that you can manage within the system, right? This is the festival season. People will be wanting vehicle loans. People will be wanting consumer loans. People will be wanting, any other different kind of loans. You can create schemes specifically for the period of that festival. You can say that, okay, it is now valid. This scheme is created. It is valid from 1st of September to, 1st of October to 15th of November. Immediately after Diwali is over, the scheme comes to an end. It terminates immediately. That can have special, interest rates. Your normal interest rates of 14, 15, 16%, you can reduce and say, I'm giving you a special discount up to 13%. So like that, you can do all of that. You can arrive at, you can keep your range of interest, for example, from 12 to 16%. If the customer is good, his score is very high, all his other things are things, you can offer him a better interest rate to be able to get him onboarded. So all of that is possible in the application. Repayment structures also, we allow you to go ahead and create multiple kinds of repayment structures. Whether it is a bullet repayment or whether it is balloon, you can create your own custom schedules. If it's an installment-based thing, it can be daily, weekly, fixed day, monthly. All of that is something. And let me tell you, the one key thing as far as our solution is concerned, it is completely and totally configurable, and it's done by the bankers, not by vendors. So you can create your workflows, you can create your business rules, you can create your scorecards, you can create your products, you can create your repayment channels. All of that is set up within the system. Finally, all of this is for what? Banks need to grow, right? That's what everybody is pushing the banks to do. Banks need to grow, and this is a platform that allows you to go because lending is your primary business. You automate that, you bring digitalization into that, you will retain customers, you will be able to do business more efficiently, you will be able to ensure that compliance is met. So you're ensuring the customer experience is enhanced. Another big concern of urban cooperative banks, okay, all bankers, but more so with urban cooperative banks is, how do I control all of this? This is all centralized. Whether you are having your headquarters in Nagpur and branches all around Maharashtra, or you're a multi-state cooperative bank, or you're a small bank with branches only in nearby districts, it does not matter. Everything is controllable from a centralized location. Whether it's the accounting, whether it is communication, whether it is your document collection and storage, every single thing is in a centralized location available to the fingertips of the person who has authorized access. Right? Now, one of the biggest things is, what do you do with your data? You have all this data. You need to be able to find out कि ये चल रहा है सही, नहीं चल रहा है सही. You can actually get the necessary dashboards, reports that you need to be able to generate information that you can use to be able to guide the business. So that was about our platform. Now this I'm going to be talking about to the two apps that we have along with the primary unified technology platform. We have a sales app that will allow you to go and enable your sales team to bring banking to the doorstep of your customer. You can capture documents, you can capture data, you can take images, you can do field investigation. You can go, if somebody is saying that I'm giving you this property, you can go and capture images of that, take the documents, get the legal valuation done, get the thing done. You can initiate KYC check, you can initiate credit check for small ticket size loans. If somebody wants a 1 lakh loan, then and there in front of him, you can say that he is eligible or not. That is also supported in our mobile app. And every transaction on the mobile apps are geotagged and geo-referenced, so that you know that, okay, the person actually gone to the correct site and done the right job. These are some screenshots that allow you to take a look at, give you a sense of what all activities are due for me, what all activities have I done, whether I need to do anything, you can set it up in the calendar. This is all enabling the field agent to actually go out and be more efficient. Similarly, we have a dedicated collections module. Now, this collections module allows you to go to the doorstep and say if somebody is delinquent, unka EMI 6,000 tha ya 5,000 tha, you go to the doorstep and say, hey, bhaiya, आपका overdue है 1 महीना, आप पैसे दे दो. That guy will say, नहीं, मेरे पास वो 5,000 रुपया नहीं है, मैं आज 3,000 देता हूँ. आप 2 हफ्ते के बाद you come and collect the 2,000 rupees. Correct? That also is facilitated. We have generated a dynamic QR code on this doorstep. ठीक है, this customer is paying 3,000 now. Right in front of him, he can use UPI application, scan that, and automatic reconciliation at the back end. Right? So you can collect by cash, you can collect by check, you can, UPI payments can be facilitated, QR codes. We can send a click-to-pay link. Customer को SMS भेज सकते हैं. If you click this link, you can pay via either UPI or net banking or debit card or whatever. PTP, promise to pay. मेरे पास आज पैसे नहीं है, आप next week आइए. I can note down in the thing calendar की I have not been able to collect today. He has asked me to come after 10 days. I can note on that and keep track of that activity. Assigning cases. If for example, if you have, what shall we say, delinquent cases which are more than 30 days, you can give it to a different team. If it is more than 60 days, you can give it to a different team. That kind of thing. So all that is facilitated in our mobile collections app. So this gives you a sense of what are all the activities. If there is a Bluetooth printer that you can give your collections agent, he can print a receipt for that right then and there, and automatic reconciliation happens to whatever collections he's doing. If you're doing collections in cash, you can set a limit saying that he cannot collect more than 30,000 or 40,000 rupees per day. And he is able to collect more only if he comes back to the nearest branch and then, zeros his account. So those little bit of risk mitigation facilities are also built into the application. Right. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a quick walkthrough of our overview in terms of what we have. We have a complete solution. Infrastructure, completely managed by AllCloud. We offer it on the SaaS, and which is a subscription-based service. So there is no need for anybody to look for adding infrastructure and things like that. We are guaranteeing uptime of the application. We are also making sure that there are no threats. So there's a 24/7 monitoring to ensure that the infrastructure is up and running. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure speaking to you all.